Following his federal indictment and recent arrest by federal agents, Bricc Baby did the unthinkable. He snitched on Lil Durk for the attempted murder of Quando and the murder of Lil Pap.
Bricc Baby goes on the show and says, I guess they can't say OTF didn't slide for King Von.
The internet is buzzing, tensions are skyrocketing as more OTF members are getting snatched and everyone's finger is pointed at Bricc Baby. On top of that, Rollin' 60s members are slamming Bricc Baby for backdooring Quando Rondo in LA.
So they said that or co-conspirator number 4 is I'm the one that provided the location to
Lil Durk, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, nah.
Both the court and the streets have dire plans for Bricc. Let's get into the details. Did Bricc Baby snitch on Lil Durk? Bricc Baby has been indicted by federal agents and arrested in LA in connection to a Rollin' 60s RICO trial. While that might not be news, word on the street is that Bricc Baby appeared in court and started snitching on Lil Durk. The unsealed indictment hinted that Bricc Baby is, in fact, a person of interest in Lil Durk's murder-for-hire case. Now the street is saying that Bricc Baby wants his charges dropped. So what did he do? He allegedly gave the feds a detailed connection of Lil Durk's involvement in the killing of Quando Rondo's homie, Lil Pap, saying it was to get back for King Von. Bricc Baby allegedly told prosecutors that at the time of the murder, Quando had a public feud with Durk Banks. The feud stemmed from a Nov 6 2020 murder, where an associate of Quando Rondo shot and killed an OTF rapper named Davon Bennett, aka King Von. It's getting interesting, right? So, did Bricc Baby really snitch on Lil Durk? This is where music executive Wack 100 jumps into the conversation, like clockwork. After Durk's indictment last year, Wack 100 popped up on Vlad TV and didn't hold back. He straight up blamed Durk's takedown on Bricc Baby, claiming he'd been singing to the feds the whole time. Wack said the streets initially thought the attack on Quando Rondo was just a drug deal gone wrong, but once Bricc started talking, everything changed.
The world is oblivious to this. We've tied this to a bad drug deal. Remember the story? Bricc Baby goes on the show and says, I guess they can't say OTF didn't slide for King Von.
Well, it turns out this isn't the first time Bricc Baby has told on Lil Durk in exchange for his freedom. Remember when the feds raided Bricc Baby's house and arrested him on a gun charge? Well, Wack 100 revealed that it wasn't really about the gun. He claimed the feds were actually after Bricc Baby because of Lil Durk's case, but accidentally stumbled upon an AK-47 during the raid. They then used that as leverage to get Bricc Baby to snitch on Durk's involvement in Quando's hit.
We're under the presumption that it's an AK-47 case. But what really happened was they came there to get his cell phone. In the process of him doing the search, they come across the AK-47.
Wack detailed the timeline and connected the dots. He said in February 2023, Bricc Baby snitched on Lil Durk in an interview with Flacco, and by March 2023, feds launched surveillance on Bricc Baby. By June 2023, the feds had raided Bricc Baby's home and taken his phone, where he caught the gun charge. However, despite being charged with possession of an illegal firearm as a striker, Bricc never went to trial, and the case was mysteriously dismissed. Shortly after Lil Durk was arrested. In summary, Wack was trying to say that Bricc Baby's phone connected the feds to Lil Durk's involvement in the hit on Quando Rondo. Ever since he allegedly slid for Von, Lil Durk has not found it easy on the street. His legal troubles keep piling up like a teenage girl's laundry basket. Bricc Baby makes sure of that. Word on the street was that if Bricc Baby had kept his mouth shut, the feds wouldn't have come after the OTF boss. But no, Bricc started dropping the bricks right after the deed was done. If you are not familiar with the gist, let me bring you up to speed. Right after King Von was killed in 2020, fans started the Slide for Von campaign, urging Durk to get back at the folks who killed his best friend. Then, in 2022, Quando Rondo's SUV was attacked right after pumping gas at a gas station in LA. Investigators later confirmed that the attack was an attempted murder on Quando Rondo. However, Quando Rondo's close associate, Lil Pap, killed instead. The tragic events appeared unrelated until Bricc Baby started running his mouth like a broken tap. First, he jumped on an interview and hinted that Durk ordered the hit on Quando Rondo to get back for King Von.
Slide for Von, right? Yeah.
They say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like who died?
Make no mistake, Flacco was ignorant of what Bricc Baby was trying to say. No, he wasn't. He in fact understood that Bricc Baby was referencing the Lil Pap situation, but he wanted him to say it out loud. And guess what? He didn't need to press him for the details. Bricc Baby was already eager to let the whole world know Lil Durk stood on business.
Can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Nah, cause Lil Pop.
He made it public that Lil Pop's death was a result of Lil Durk's attempt to get back at Quando Rondo for killing King. These are not things to be discussed in an interview, and fans did not hold back the backlash. The first comment says, Bricc Baby talks way too much. Steady dry snitching on everything he knows out on the internet with millions of people viewing what he's saying, and someone outrightly called him Snitch Baby. However, the backlash did not stop Bricc Baby from running his mouth every chance he got. He spoke about OTF's involvement in Lil Pop's murder like it was a badge of honor. Then, when the federal indictment charged OTF members, including Lil Durk, with the murder for hire plot, Bricc was shocked. He was live on No Jumper when the news about the arrest broke, and a Redditor captured his weird reaction. It was like his world was crashing down, knowing that he gave up the whole gang and now his homies were done. He could not say a word until minutes later when everyone was on a different topic.
Over the floor with numbers and shit to call, that's that new shit.
Wait, they got charged by the Fed?
Nothing like it pops up.
Let's go real quick. Hey, good work. They got charged by the Fed?
He sounded like he was surprised the OTF dudes were slapped with a federal indictment. I don't know, maybe he was expecting the local police department or some sort. He was nervous. It felt like his heart dropped and no one was noticing. A fan reiterated his reaction. Wait, they got charged by the feds? I said it twice like, you don't hear me? Showing how unsettled Bricc Baby was. When the OTF federal indictment was unsealed, it alleged that someone had given up Quando Rondo's location to Lil Durk. According to the indictment, on August 18th, 2022, one or more conspirators, including co-conspirator 4, learned that TB was visiting California and staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. The feds left a puzzle for the fans, users, and the entire industry at large to decipher who co-conspirator 4 is. Without wasting much time, one name popped up from everyone's lips, Bricc Baby. In case you don't know, Bricc Baby and Quando Rondo were able to maintain a close relationship amidst the steaming altercation between the OTF boys and Quando Rondo's camp. In an interview on Vlad TV, DJ Vlad straight up confronted Bricc Baby about the rumors flying around, and this was his reaction.
So they said that co-conspirator number 4 is I'm the one that provided the location to
Lil Durk, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nah. You know what I mean? Like, I know it looks, I wouldn't be right here doing all this first and foremost if I was co-conspirator number 4.
Throughout the interview, Bricc Baby addressed the swirling rumors implicating him in Lil Durk's case. However, contrary to the charging document, Bricc Baby firmly denied these accusations, asserting that if he were indeed co-conspirator 4, he wouldn't have the freedom to discuss the allegations publicly. Bricc Baby went on to say that his relationship with Quando Rondo was separate from the whole altercation their respective crews had going on. Most importantly, he claimed that he was able to keep the friendship without disclosing sensitive information.
When this happened, me and Quando Rondo had officially talked 3 to 4 times already. And I ain't said this nowhere else, but me and Quando Rondo had let their beef be their beef and our relationship be our relationship.
Apparently, Bricc Baby questioned the logic of being labeled a conspirator, downplaying his potential involvement and maintaining his innocence amidst the ongoing legal saga. This brings me to an important question. Why was the entire internet pointing to Bricc Baby as the snitch who set up Quando Rondo? Some people speculated that Bricc Baby leveraged his relationship with Quando Rondo to provide Lil Durk with sensitive information about Quando Rondo's whereabouts. Here's the reason people think Bricc Baby is indeed co-conspirator 4. After the hit, Quando Rondo renounced being a Rolling 60 member because he was allegedly backdoored by one of them. Now, everyone knows that Bricc Baby is a documented Rolling 60 member, so it was easy for the conspiracy theory to sell. When DJ Vlad asked him to comment on the rumor that Quando Rondo had ditched Rolling 60 because he had been backdoored by one of them, his response was uncoordinated.
It makes sense. It depends on when they come out who co-conspirator number 4 is, then it all makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like that do make sense. Like, it makes sense what the world is saying, but it's like, y'all didn't crack the code this time. I know the fans usually solve the case, but y'all didn't crack the code this time.
One user came straight at Bricc in the comments section saying, "We see right through you, Bricc boy." I thought that was humorous until someone said, "This interview is just to pay for Bricc Baby lawyer's fee." Almost everyone in the comments section seems to agree that Bricc Baby is in fact co-conspirator 4 and he did snitch on Lil Durk. This guy thinks Bricc Baby is a proud snitch, wearing a hat with the letter S like a badge of honor. However, it seems Bricc Baby is not the only rat Lil Durk was housing. Another OTF member shook hands with the feds over Lil Durk's murder for hire case. Lil Durk's in-house snitch. The saddest thing about betrayal is that it never comes from an enemy. It is always from a close friend, someone in the circle, someone you trust. But here is the tragedy. Finding trust and loyalty is a costly assumption on the street. In a shocking turn of events, it appears there is a rat in only the family where trust and loyalty were the order of the game. Right now, there are some reports, like one from the Express Tribune, that Durk was allegedly ratted on by an OTF member who dedicated quite some years of his life secretly connecting his boss, Lil Durk, with the attempted murder of Quando Rondo, which led to the murder of Lil Pap. Many things have gone down the street, but I assure you that this recent development has left the industry in total shock. The informant, identified as OTF Jam, allegedly wore a hidden wire for several years to gather evidence for authorities. OTF Jam, who was released from prison in 2022 after serving 12 years for attempted murder, reportedly provided information directly linking Lil Durk to the murder-for-hire plot in question. Say Cheese was one of the first people to report on social media the in-house betrayal of gangster rapper Lil Durk. He tweeted, "Lil Durk's Snitch was an OTF member and he was exposed for wearing a wire. OTF Jam allegedly wore a wire for multiple years. He previously served a 12-year sentence." As soon as the news hit the internet, a series of controversies was sparked, with most people wondering how OTF Jam was able to hide the wire without being noticed for several years. Humorously, someone responded, "He was hiding the wire in that big forehead." Another user tried to offer some clarity, saying, "They don't use wires nowadays. Instead, cops give you a small voice recorder that's really sensitive and you just have to put it in your pocket." However, this user's opinion seemed to be up to date with technological advancement. It says, "A wire, my opinion, not a fact. But every device around you is considered a wire. You don't necessarily have to wear a movie wire. Your phone is the wire, I believe." Well, to be honest, using a wire to rat sounds like some old school rat thing. I believe that technology has moved forward and so have rats. In a recent interview with Vlad TV, music executive and rapper Wack 100 discussed the arrest of Lil Durk and the fact that an OTF member allegedly informed on him. Wack 100 commented that it was crazy how Jam got out of jail after 12 years, was granted interviews where he declared himself loyal, and was showered with gifts and respect from OTF Durk, only for him to flip.
Did 12 years.
12
got
years?
out, interviewed, said he kept it real, brought him cars, gave him 50,000.
Right.
This. Made mention that ain't no smut on his name. He ain't never been a rat. Caught a gun case. But eventually he flipped.
DJ Vlad added that Jam served a 12-year prison sentence for attempted murder, supposedly from 2010. He was released in 2022, coinciding with the time of Lil Pab's murder. Since then, Jam has allegedly been wearing a recording device to collect information on Lil Durk and OTF, which has ultimately led to the recent arrests. Interestingly, just like music executive Wack 100 mentioned, this apparent betrayal within OTF has drawn significant attention. Jam's covert role has sparked widespread speculation and debate within the hip-hop community. Amidst Lil Durk's arrest and the discovery of a rat in a household meant for only the family, a 2023 interview with OTF Jam has resurfaced. In the interview with DJ Jerry, Jam opened up about his long-standing relationship with Durk and the support he received while incarcerated. OTF Jam recounted how Lil Durk's music helped him stay motivated, and how the rapper supported him with money and the like while in jail. He said, "I remember Durk was making rap songs for our parties." He added, "That was bro, back before the fame and the money. He made a way for me to be straight." Although OTF Jam did not talk about his alleged communication with the FBI to bring Lil Durk down, his reflection about jail revealed the deep connection, trust, and loyalty between him and Lil Durk before legal trouble separated them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bro. You know what I'm saying? My whole time in jail, that stayed, bro. Like, before the money, you know what I'm saying? That was bro. Like, I remember when the money wasn't there, first I'm gonna say you 50, I got you, and I gave my lawyer money and everything when I'm fighting my case. I ain't gonna lie, Durk come through. All that, like, Durk come through.
Right after OTF Jam was released from jail, there was a rumor that Lil Durk gave him $50,000 to put his life in order and settle his lawyers. OTF Jam was asked about the rumor in the same interview, and he confirmed it to be true.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta ask, bro. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Evidently, when OTF Jam was released from jail and welcomed back into the family, a rat was welcomed into the house. Unfortunately, Lil Durk could not smell a rat in his own circle. Well, to be honest, smelling a rat is not easy, especially if the rat was in with you on most of the crimes you have been committing. Someone said, "To be betrayed by a childhood friend after you looked out for him and then wearing the wire around Durk is insane." it'd be the closest ones to you. And I agree, it can only be called betrayal when it comes from someone you call a friend. After all, no one expects any form of loyalty from an enemy. Take, for instance, you were watching an action movie where the antagonist and protagonist are already in loggerheads from the beginning. Would you be shocked if you saw the antagonist plotting against the protagonist? I guess not, because that's the order of things. It's always the closest to you. Interestingly, while surfing the internet searching for updates about OTF Jam and why he ratted on the OTF founder, I found this, an internet troll sparked by a resurfaced footage showing OTF Jam snacking on McDonald's in what looks like an interrogation room, and fans are alleging that he was snitching on Lil Durk while eating McDonald's. Hilariously, it was DJ Academics who instigated the trolling by asking his followers to caption the image, and without wasting time, his fans opened the floodgates of trolling. One comment reads, "Bro snitched on Durk for a Big Mac and fries," and another added, "You're probably wondering how I got here." However, to be fair, Lil Durk was also out there snitching on himself before the game got real. Are you wondering why? When the Slide for Von campaign became a pandemic, most fans started leaving comments under Durk's post urging him to get back for King Von. DJ Academics picked that and tried to get Durk to tell on himself during an interview.
Did you get triggered by the
Beat
slide?
the shit out of this little ass, man. What are you talking
triggered
about?
by the Slide for Von comments?
Durk was tempted to speak on it, but with an active investigation into Von's death and the violence that followed, he knew better than to incriminate himself. Still, Academics wasn't letting up. He kept pressing, determined to make Durk slip.
They used to say, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying Slide for Von. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, them songs is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more.
Academics just referenced Lil Durk's bars on Nardo Wick's Who Wants Smoke remix, where Durk responded to the Slide for Von comments. He raps, "They be on my page like Slide for Von. I know they trolling me." Durk took those comments as trolling because he already slid for Von when he allegedly took out Quando Rondo's homie, Lil Pav. Academics knows this, but he wants Durk to say it on his show, so he doesn't let up.
I feel like it's speaking in parables. I'm trying to like decode it a little bit, but it's...
We have nothing to do with nothing. I'm saying that's like me just claiming something.
Although Lil Durk tried to maintain his denial throughout the interview, after much pressure from Academics, he finally slipped, subtly telling on himself.
You be seeing the comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a little bit.
I wonder why.
He didn't say it outrightly, but that offhand comment was Durk's way of admitting the truth. And by 2024, everything clicked when he was arrested in connection to the 2022 ambush, Lil Durk's tragic fall.
There are now 5 people in custody who weren't in custody before. 5 people who were alleged to have committed a murder in broad daylight in the middle of the afternoon in the city of Chicago.
Here's the gist. Federal agents swooped in and arrested 5 men in connection to the August 2022 shooting in Los Angeles that killed Quando Rondo's cousin, and they're being charged with conspiracy to murder for hire in retaliation for King Von's death. Apparently, as it turned out, it appears the feds have been looking for a substantial link connecting the big fish Lil Durk to the murder for hire charge filed on his affiliates. Somehow, the feds knew the crime was a continuation of the tragic events that unfolded in 2020 at the premises of Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta, which led to the death of Lil Durk's bestie, King Von. Now, I think the feds need no informant to tell them that if it concerns King Von's death, Lil Durk definitely called the shots. It's no wonder that as soon as the feds got what they wanted, Lil Durk was hit with the most devastating events of his career.
Durk has been locked up in Broward County Jail. He's there right now. This is this. Yes, Broward. He's in Florida. I got the whole thing on. Look on my stream. I got it. Oh my God, bro.
As expected, DJ Academics was among the first people to break the news of Durk's arrest to the industry. After making a video about the situation, he tweeted, "Breaking, Lil Durk has been arrested by U.S. Marshals and held in Broward County Correctional Facility until he's extradited to California for his federal charge. His charge is murder for hire for the death of Quando Rondo's cousin, LULPAB. According to reports, Lil Durk was arrested by U.S. Marshals on Thursday and is currently being held in the Broward County Correctional Facility in Florida. Police records show the 32-year-old rapper is being detained without the option of bail and awaits extradition to California to face federal charges. His mugshot has been released. Lil Durk founded the label Only the Family, OTF, in 2010. He claims that OTF is not a gang after federal charges were filed against 5 men associated with OTF on October 17, alleging they tried to kill Rondo in 2022. The men named in the suit are Caven London Grant, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, Keith Jones, David Bryan Lindsay, and Asa Houston. Although Lil Durk was not named as a defendant defendant in the October 17th suit. His arrest by federal agents has been confirmed to be connected to the murder-for-hire charge. The indictment charged 5 people for the murder of Lil Pap, but it gets deeper than that. Check this out.
The charges include conspiracy to murder for hire and the use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death.
Interesting times are ahead because the indictment points to a well-coordinated plan involving alleged OTF affiliates who reportedly placed a bounty on Quando Rondo. Instead, his cousin Lil Pab was killed. Allegedly, members of OTF used a credit card linked to the record label to purchase plane tickets, enabling them to travel from Chicago to California after learning Quando Rondo's location. Now let's connect some dots. The 5 men named in the federal indictment are accused of carrying out the shooting as part of a larger scheme involving alleged OTF gang activity. The indictment suggests these men intended to retaliate against Quando Rondo, whom they reportedly believe to be connected to the tragic death of rapper King Von in 2020. In the complaint, prosecutors established their case against Lil Durk and his label, accusing only the family of being not just a music organization, but also a hybrid organization that doubles as a criminal enterprise that has committed evil and vile things at the direction of banks. Durk is referred to as Banks in the indictment. The latest filing also alleged that Lil Durk was planning to vacate the country when he was arrested. It was reported that following the arrest of 5 OTF members, prosecutors received notification that Lil Durk had secured commercial flights to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and Switzerland. Unfortunately, he never boarded either. The FBI allegedly got information that Lil Durk booked passage on a private jet to Italy, where he was arrested just before hopping on the flight. Snitches everywhere. It is true that when the mighty fall, they fall along with everything they worked for. It appears that the year is ending in the direct opposite way it started for rapper Lil Durk. He went from being awarded the Key Village of Broadview to being locked up behind bars in the same year. In addition to rescinding the key, Broadview officials terminated their partnership with Durk's nonprofit organization, the Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. The mayor highlighted that although the American system of justice presumes everyone is innocent until proven guilty, in the village of Broadview, the court of public opinion of residents has even higher moral and ethical standards of behavior. This is just a glimpse of the consequences of gang life. Your legacy will be tarnished, affiliates will disown you, and more likely, you will end up behind bars if you are lucky. However, if you are unlucky, just like King Von, the consequences of gang life will get you boxed 6 feet underground. Interestingly, some people still look back at the event that started these whole tragedies and wonder if it was worth it, if an ego-filled fight was worth the life of King Von and the entire rap career of Lil Durk. This is an epic reversal of fortune, but who is to blame? It is simple. You can't be 2 things at the same time. You are either a rapper or a gangster. If you are both, then soon, just like Lil Durk, you will be a rapper behind bars while your empire strays outside without direction. Word on the street is that the feds are building a case capable of taking down the whole OTF as a musical organization. Consequences. Interestingly, while still early in the arrests, the keyboard investigators on Reddit began to connect the dots while predicting a possible RICO trial for OTF. The Redditor explained that the feds will try to prove that OTF is a front for a criminal enterprise, specifically the Black Disciples gang. It says the feds will try to prove that Lil Durk has been furthering the BD's illegal runs by funding them with drugs and guns. According to the Post, they will likely attempt to charge rappers under the label and known affiliates such as Zoo and Booker with whatever crimes the feds think they can tie them to, which will help them to prove that OTF is a criminal enterprise by demonstrating just how deep their ties to the Black Disciples are. Well, most fans think this would be easy to prove because most OTF rappers are well-known Black Disciples members. Now, the big question is, will rap lyrics be used in the trial, like what the feds did to Young Thug? Well, rap lyrics might be difficult to use when trying to tie someone to a particular crime such murder. But as the Redditor explained, in a RICO case where simply proving affiliation to a gang is a huge win for the prosecution, rap lyrics will likely be used to demonstrate OTF's deep ties to the Black Disciples and their ongoing feud with Southside Gangster Disciples and other sets such as 051. This smells like trouble for Lil Durk and his OTF empire. Unfortunately, if convicted, Lil Durk and the 5 defendants, OTF members, charged in the separate indictment each face a statutory maximum sentence of life in federal prison. If you enjoyed this video, then click the card showing on your screen for more videos like this.